Okay, hi y'all. This is Sherry from Twisted Granny Tarot. Thank you very much for joining me right now, wherever you are. I'm going to do my best to use all my psychic energy to get you the news you need now. Okay? Thanks very much. Okay, the cards have been blessed, they've been shuffled, and they've been cut, and they are ready to begin. So, Sagittarius, I'm all yours. Okay? Okay, first of all, this is the table where we use a horoscope diagram as a diagram to read cards, and you'll see as we go along how it looks, okay? Because right now you're going to see a document on the side, and it's going to be the pattern I follow, okay? This right here, what you're going to see on this side, I think, is a calendar called A Year and a Day, and my friend Link, he publishes it every year, and he picks out little newsy tidbits about antiquities and gods and goddesses that lived a long time ago. So we're working on the month of March here. And right here it says, where should we start it? Okay, well, this is not on a day, but this is a little tidbit of information. In Scotland, the fairy mistress often helped her husband with his craft. She could foretell his future. Okay? When he would die, whom he would marry after her death or after she left him. But while the association lasted, she was usually very jealous. Well, I think that's interesting. So saith Gerald Gardner at Witchcraft Today. Okay, in the meantime, I won't need it today, but this is my cheat sheet because this deck right here is the Morgan Greer deck. I hope I'm right. And it's easy. They're easy to read. That's why I like them. Okay. Anyway, are we ready? Okay. The first house talks about what you're thinking about right now. What's on your mind mostly right now? It's a kind of a little nagger or kind of a happy little thing going on. So let's see. The first house is Knight of Rods. Okay. The Knight of Rods. He's only marching. He's not on a horse. But he's a man of business or a woman of business. It could be a woman of business. So what's on your mind with regard to, oh, Jesus. So now you feel like you're stuck. Okay. You feel like you're stuck. You feel like you can't get out. And maybe you can't stand this person. Could be your boss. And you can't stand being tied up. You can't stand to be locked up inside of a building. Whew. So we'll see what we can do about that, if anything, at this table tonight. Okay? All right, second house. Second house is your own money. Ooh, well, look here, the world. So your whole world depends on your paycheck. At least that's what it feels like. And how can you take care of your world if there are issues at work that make you want to leave? Because that's an extra layer of stress that people just generally don't need. So, but you have a good world. And you want to keep it in tip-top shape and functioning the way you like to have it function. Okay? Third house is communication. Now we got the King of Swords. This is my noisy little dog there. And this King of Swords is all about communication, which, sweetheart, give it to me. I mean it. Stop. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. This King of Swords is all about communication, and this is the house we're in. That means talk, talk, talk. It means emails, telephone calls, text messages, short trips, those kinds of things. Okay, so what do we have in... Let's see, we're going to put a modifier on it because this is a face card, and the modifiers. Whoa. Did I tell you we were going to get messages from the Netherlands up there, the Neverland? Well, this is the entity that helps you see what you can't physically see at the moment. It helps guide you on your trip through this world every day. It's called the High Priestess, and she's the number 2 card in the deck. So she's your subconscious, your unconscious, your driving, motivating factors, what drives you to turn right instead of left. She looks out for you. So pay attention to your intuition, because that's what this is. Pay attention to your intuition. And the rightness or wrongness of an idea in your head is how it makes you feel in your gut. Okay? because your gut is never wrong. Never wrong. Please remember that, Sag. Okay, 4th house is your home. Oh, here's something coming. What's going on in your home? Oh, more work on your home. Are you adding on a room? Are you making room for a roommate? Are you making room for the kids? And this person is going about the business of building something. And really, in one part, you might say it could be an apprentice who's working on his apprenticeship package. So, do you really want a job you can do out of your house? Doesn't everybody love that? And it's all around much happier workplace, if I am to believe what I read online. Sounds good to me. Okay, so what we got so far is we have you feeling trapped, and your money. Never mind being trapped. You got to keep the money coming in. The 3rd house is it. So pay attention to your intuition. 4th house is what's going on in your house. So all these can fit together. 5th house is romance and creativity. Well, I'd say that department of your life is going pretty well. And thank goodness for that, because this is a happiness card. A 10 of cups. Holy cow. It doesn't get any better as far as in this case, your house of romance, creativity, children, those kinds of things, situations that bring you joy, that kind of thing. So good for you. We're so far no problems in that department. Okay, 6th house is work and health. Now here are people. There are 3 people here. This is a 3 of cups. So this is all about love and all about camaraderie and joy. So if we're talking about your work, then I'm going to say these could be members of your department at work that you really like. These could be members of your team when you work on similar projects together. Okay? So, this is looking good. Okay, where we got 7th house, right? Oh, and as far as health goes, well, on a card this good, I'm not anticipating any health problems. They just don't seem to be coming at me. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house. I'm gonna have to marriage partnerships and business partnerships. So the devil is what you most love and the devil that you most hate. It's like people who are on a diet. They love to eat and then they feel terrible when they're finished. Let's just say that. Some readers also say it's a card of somebody who has addiction problems. That's written in the guidebook. So what the heck is going on in your house of marriage that you love and hate? So let's see if we can go farther. Oh, wait a minute. This is the card that's opposite this. So if you're, is your spouse like a jailer? I hope not. Because you know what? You can't hold a good Sag down. You're exuberant, you're cheerful, you're happy, you like to make things happen, you love a party, like a good fire sign. So you want some more of that. And you can't do any more of that for whatever reason. Maybe it's good sense. I don't know. Okay. 8th house is money from other people. Well, here you are. Money from other people means income tax checks, inheritance checks, lawsuit checks, bonus checks, even though you did earn them, by golly. This is a house about unearned income. So it looks like there may be a small amount of money coming your way that you were not expecting. Maybe your income tax check will be a little bit larger. Maybe your raise that you may be in line for will be coming your way. So some small-ish extra income is going to come. Maybe it'll be from your side hustle. Whoa, what do you think of that? So these are not all bad cards. These are all excellent cards, by the way. This is a little bugaboo. It could cause us a problem in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9th house. Ooh, we got the King of Cups. Pentacles. 9th house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long-distance travel. Now, the only thing that those have in common is they cost money. Okay? Oh, you know what? they cost money. And what this is a depiction of the god Odin. And he had many responsibilities in his life. And some of them he was not satisfied with the outcomes from his decisions. So after enough grief and misery he lived through, he decided he needed to look at the world from a different angle. So he plucked out one of his own eyes. And then he hung himself upside down in a tree, just like it says here, just like that picture is. And he stayed there for 9 days. Well, if you look at the world for 9 days, upside down, it won't look like anything you remembered from when you were right side up. So, wow. So what I'm going to tell you is that after a long life of perhaps denying yourself some intellectual capacity to learn, you've denied it yourself because you couldn't afford to travel or you didn't want to go there, you just need to go. You just need to go, because if you go, your brain is at rest and you can absorb lots of new activities and new people and new enterprises, and it'll help you see the world from a whole different perspective when you get back. Now, when we're talking about philosophy, well, I don't know. I'm not sure Buddhism is a philosophy, but it seems to me like it is. I don't know exactly what label it is. I'm not sure it's a religion, but I could be wrong. And then there is a philosophy, religion. Now, if you are experimenting with alternative spirituality, those clues are really all around you. They might take a little digging. However, they can be, look at G. Wilkers, just type in your favorite delivery service's name and type in the word you want to, about the things that you want to buy, and all kinds, the garden will bloom. You'll have all kinds of opportunities to find those. So if you're a seeker, was Jesus a Sag? No, Jesus was a Capricorn. But anyway, if you're the kind of person that has a streak of alternative inspiration in you, alternative suggestions, I'm not talking about alternative reality, and I'm not talking about alternative fake facts, okay? Alternative facts we're not discussing. But it is discussing alternatives to the way you're living now so you can learn how to live more peacefully and more lovely, better. And you just might find it while you're out wandering around in the desert looking at pyramids, or you're in Italy drinking wine and eating spaghetti, or in Yellowstone looking at the grandeur. I hope you get to do that, because you need to do it. And because this is a major arcana, it's not out of the realm of possibilities just to take a trip. So where have y'all been planning to go? Okay, 10th house is your career. We got a king of rods, and this rods governs business, and he's kind of no nonsense. He's kind of practical, and he doesn't have a whole lot of facts, or let's just say facts are facts to him, and he'll dwell on that and abide by the facts. Oh no, we got to. Okay, now we're the Knight of Swords. Now the Knight of Swords is communication. And it's usually about things that happen fast, but the Knight of Swords might be known as somebody who's not so quick to move. So we have a leader of business, and we have communication and maybe contracts. Oh my God. Do you want to buy a house? Okay. Maybe you look, what I said down here in your 4th house is, are you improving your house? Are you like adding a room? Are you making room for a family member? Are you rearranging? Are you finishing the basement, let's say, if you have one? And here we have a happy home right here. So it could be, that you need to borrow the money from a bank. Here's the contract to remodel your house the way you want it. This is logic talking. Not everybody is going to fall into this category, but some of y'all are. Or in categories similar to that. Like you might, if this is strictly, if we don't take into the opposite house into consideration, this could be strictly a move to another building, a move to a more harmonious city, because you've been transferred. So something is going on with your career, and it could affect your house. And maybe you just want to add on an office so you could practice at home, whatever it is you practice. All righty then. Okay, 11th house is philosophy, religion. No, that's not right. Is long-term plans. Okay, long-term plans. Long-term plans mean where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? And friends, and more specifically, friends you used to work with. What we have here is, you know what? Long-term, you know what this says to me? If this is you, you have tilled your garden. You have planted the seeds. You have watered the plants. And now it's time to reap the fruit. So what that tells me in my logical head is that you don't really want to change jobs. You want to grow your garden where you are. And that's why you might think that you need to be proactive about a private space for conducting business on the telephone. So there are people that actually people can survive working in the same house all day long as they stay in different rooms. So that's interesting. So long-term plans is you want to stay where you are. That looks like it. And you want to grow your garden and just make it bigger and more beautiful. Meaning grow your garden of customers, grow your garden of fans, grow your garden of your fan base at work, you know, that kind of thing. And friends, you're gardening for your friends too, because you're not a bit bashful about sharing the wealth. Okay? Your friends are important to you. Okay, that's 11th house. 12th house is, what you think about when you go to sleep at night. Now look here. Guess what? I want you to go to bed tonight. I do. I want you to go to bed tonight. And I want you, as you're going to sleep, you want to say, I want to have a dream about what the next big thing is going to happen for me. Now, maybe we should ask the big good thing that's going to happen for me, because if it's bad news, do we really need to prepare? We really need to worry about that. And I want you to remember that the dreams and the messages are going to come from your subconscious mind or your spirit guides above. Okay? The high priestess. Things that you don't really see much but you feel them, and your gut feels them. Oh, for goodness sake. Wow. One time, this is just a little tidbit. One time I got up in the middle of the night and I said, I dreamed I was living in a camping trailer. How could that possibly happen? Well, it did. So you can get a picture of your future, because here it comes. Here it comes, right here. You got 3 cups. Oh, they're good. I like them. They're fine. But what's coming up? Something out of the clear blue sky you're not even aware of. But you can get a clue if you ask for one. And don't lay awake at night wanting to know which dream is the one that caused you to what dream was it that caused this to happen? I'm not so sure. It called to happen. It was called to happen. Is that you discovered it out there while you're dreaming in the murky wonderland of your mind? You know, you're sound asleep, but it still got through. So I hope y'all call me and tell me, or made comments that you tried this and tell me what you got. Okay? Okay, now, please push the like button and push the subscription button. And we can do this again next month, if you like. So, having said that, I'm going to count the cards that are called the major arcana cards. Those are like destiny cards. So the world is a destiny card. The high priestess is a destiny card. Be sure you pay attention. This is a destiny card. So, wait a minute. What are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's going on in your marriage or business partnerships? Oh, maybe you just have somebody at work you just really do not like, and you want to stay away from that person as far as you can get because he's invading your territory too much. That's why you want to work from home. Whew, my genius or what? Okay. Now, 8th house is money from other people. You might get a small, unexpected amount of cash. 9th house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long-distance travel. And I say you need a vacation so that you can let go of real life. You can let go of real life. And just stumble through the cities and you visit and take note of everything. Because you might come back, well, you will come back refreshed and you will come back changed. So that's what I'm betting. Okay, here's your career card. Everybody loves you at work, pretty much. They want you, and you want to stay at your job, but you don't want to. So that's why you want to fix up the house so you can have a room. That's what I'm betting. If I'm not right, you can call me and tell me that too. Or you could write me and tell me that too. Okay, 11th house. Yeah. This has to do with long-term plans. You don't really want to go anywhere because you like what happens, except for this person at work you can't stand. And then there's this. This is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. So, something is coming for you, and I bet $1 you can dream it if you try. All right? Thanks. Love you. Mean it. Come and see Twisted Granny Trail again next month. This is Sherry. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it, and thank you for putting up with my dog. He's a real sweetie pie. Okay? All right, good. Thanks. Bye.